Welcome everyone back to License-a-thon. We got TempestMask1000 here with Doritos Crash Course, and I'm going to let him take it away.
Hello, friends and fellow gamers. I am Tempest. Some of you know me as Steve. I am back yet again, and this time we are bringing in the second game of my little lineup here for License-a-thon. So yes, as Temp said, this is Doritos Crash Course. For those who do not know what this game is, it's a free-to-download Xbox title, which is still very much available and absolutely backwards compatible, which is impressive. So I will be playing this on my Xbox One S. Now, you can also play this on a series, which is pretty cool and stuff. I would say the one downside to this is because my main profile I use on this console is my Xbox Live account. You're probably going to see the gamer tags of some of my friends on the list who have played this game as well, so do not mind that, of course. I've tried to run this game at License-a-thon with an attempt to try and turn that off, and it all went pear-shaped pretty fast, so shout-outs to that one. But of course, I am not alone. One thing I like to do with this particular game is show it off to people that might not even know about its existence. So naturally, the solution this time around was bring the previous runner, and so VJ, if you want to reintroduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Peter Smith, and I often play a lot of Jank, and this is a new one on me, and the fact that it's free kind of scares me.
It's going to be a lot better than you think, I assure you. I would not be defending this game if that weren't the case. So yeah, we're going to play No Chicken, which is a category that essentially goes for the full game. Now, the Doritos Crash Course speedrunning community is normally consisting of people that are mostly focused on individual levels. There are enough people out there, though, that do the full game category, and I would say big shout-outs to XR Cyclone, who is the current world record holder of this category. You can also get a little DLC expansion to do No Chicken plus DLC. I'm not going to be doing that today, but I hope to showcase that next time I bring this game to an event. Unfortunately, I was trying to edit my Xbox avatar, and I guess because Xbox 360 Live kind of sort of shut down, it's good. It's stuck with the last edit that I gave my guys. So be prepared for that. That's all I can really say to that. We'll get this thing started though, and that'll be in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Okay. So VJ, are you familiar with American Ninja Warrior by any chance?
I'm aware of it. Not really a big thing here over in Europe, obviously, because it's American Ninja, but
Yes.
I'm aware of the show, yes.
Yeah, this is basically what the game is. I want to avoid falling into the water at all costs, and there are going to be a few platforming and obstacle challenges along the way. And yeah, that's the gist of this game. Originally, it started off as Avatar Crash Course, but then Doritos was like, "Hey, this game's pretty cool. Can we sponsor our name into there? Can we do that?" And so they did. And then yeah, it's become known as Doritos Crash Course ever since. Aw, that just that just completely shot my chance at a PB for that one.
Huh.
That US one is like the most basic stage to start off with, but don't get it mistaken, it is also that tougher to get a PB on once you're like reaching your ceiling. But yeah, I have go ahead.
You said there's a paid there's DLC for this. Is it paid or was it free?
It is paid. It is only a few dollars though, so you can easily get it even on your worst payday, I would say. And yeah, there's an advertisement sign for that right now because obviously I do not have that DLC currently installed. So it's the game giving you a little bit of an advertisement that you get a couple of extra worlds for doing so. And on top of that, a easier version of the final world that this category will be showing off, because Japan is unquestionably the hardest of the worlds. Its levels somehow got an easy mode with that DLC. So you know, we play it anyway, I guess. Come to think, like, I've never questioned it once, but now for some reason I'm just like suddenly starting to have second thoughts about like why we even do such in the first place. But you know, we're not here for that. We're not here for that. Anyhow, yeah.
It reminds me of, I can't think of the exact name. There was a motorcycle game side on as well, where you're trying to do stunts to get across the map as fast as possible. I can't think of the name, but it's going. I know I'll wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning screaming, screaming out, going, "Oh my god, it's that thing!" But I can't think of the name of it.
Yeah,
I'm sure Chan will be able to kick in there in a sec.
possibly. Also, Tech, if I gotta decrease my mic volume at any given point, let me know. Obviously, I'm trying to use the compressor this time around, which my previous run of Fairy Tale did not, and my tech did say I was sounding pretty fine for it, but hey, you never know. Sometimes I look at the audio mixer, and when I see myself going into the red area, I tend to freak out a little bit. It's the techie side of me that's always speaking on that account, so you know.
Yes, please, just lower it a tad.
Okay, sounds good. One moment. Just pause the game. Oh, maybe
How
that's
bad was this to optimize actually for as a run?
is that too much? I think that's a bit too much. By the way, don't worry. We go off of IGT for the main timing of this game. Yeah, that's better. Here we go. And we're back at it. So yeah, IGT is the main community timing of this particular game, so RTA doesn't really account for too much. It's more of a, if you can get an RTA PB, that's fine, that's all well and good, but the game has a timer in itself, so really it's not necessary to use Live Split or any programs like that.
How is this for optimizing? Like, it must be insane trying to work out the exact inputs for like when to jump and for the entire and memorize the whole thing.
XR Cyclone got a pretty solid run when it comes to the current world record of No Chicken, because in that one he got a world record for the USA and Japan worlds, but did not do so in Europe, interestingly enough. So there's still some time to get like an actual world record on No Chicken. Like, there's definitely some room for error, but also like this game has had a lot of dedicated people that, you know, if you so much as get a cycle wrong, you're probably not getting that world record potentially. I don't know. That's my overall analysis per se. And yeah, nothing.
Is there much RNG in this, or is it fairly set on cycles?
So cycles naturally start when you activate the checkpoint leading to a section of the course, meaning that if it looks like the cycle is already underway, chances are the obstacle might reset itself. I would say the one exception is the hammers, though. And fun fact about that trampoline, it is possible for my character to do a slide jump from under the trampoline, and it'll still he'll pass through it and bounce off of it. It's a little funny jank, if you will. Speaking of jank, this game does actually have a little bit of glitch potential, because the IL category, there are a couple of IL categories on the leaderboard, particularly in No Chicken with or without slides, and then apparently there was a bit more recently like a glitchless edition. I'm not the most educated on how you can glitch the game, but it certainly gives me what's the word here? It has me thinking. Anyway, yeah, it was definitely not my best time when it came to USA 4, but hey, so it goes.
It does look like fun, especially for a free game. This is actually looks surprisingly polished for.
Oh yeah, for sure. I believe the developer was named Jupiter, and I'm not sure if it's if I'm correct on that one. I don't think because I was educated on this before, but I assume this is not the same Jupiter that went to make Spectrobes for the Nintendo DS. But it'd be pretty sweet if they were. Oh man, okay, I'm trying to. So that fan right there to go under there, yeah, you just have to use the trampoline. I just wanted to showcase that off. The hammers that try to press against you are very painful, because unlike the sequel, Doritos Crash Course 2, getting hit by those will force your character to restart from the checkpoint, whereas in DCC 2, it's just a temporary stun. Now, if you're probably wondering what Doritos Crash Course 2, fair enough. Unfortunately, that game was terminally online in that it was constantly connected to a server and only really lasted a year, to my recollection. Ironically,
it's a shame.
that's how I got introduced to Doritos Crash Course 2, or rather Doritos Crash Course 1. So I was a player of DCC 2, and I've heard around the grapevine that somebody might have recently made a recomp of DCC 2 on PC, which I have yet to find out for sure. But if that is the case, I am genuinely happy about that and would love to try that as soon as possible.
Oh, same. Like I love doing game preservation. So like half the reason I run a lot of obscure games, like I like doing up game FAQ walkthroughs for stuff because nobody has done them. But like if anything that makes stuff not be lost media and more people can go and play it, it's just fantastic. So if someone found it and was able to make a decompiled version, fantastic.
All right, so I'm done with USA. I can take this hat off now. Shout out to the World Cup.
One of my friends was DMing me there. Trials was the game I was thinking of, the motorbike, kind of like this one where you're doing an obstacle course from the side.
Okay. That makes sense. I think I've heard of Trials before. That sounds vaguely familiar, but my memory could also be misremembering. But speaking of game preservation, VJ, I will say that the community was able to rework the PC version of this game called Doritos Crash Course Go, which originally existed for Windows 8 operating machines and has been like, taken down since those days. But like, yeah, we have a means of being able to do it now, and I think supposedly you can mod it. I'm not sure on that one. I've put most of my chips with this game into the console version naturally, so it does escape me, but I am very much willing to try it out as soon as possible. Like, I think that'll be my next one.
Most of your Dorito chips into this, seems to.
I wonder about that.
Yeah.
But the paintball cannons in this game do not hurt you. They do push you back, however, which is especially bad if you're by a pit, and then, you can imagine what happens next. But funnily enough, if your character does a long enough fall, there's this little cartoonish gag that has them pull out an umbrella that they're trying to hold on to. So there is a chance we could see that if I do something right. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but it has at one point during a marathon run, and that was a never happened before moment for me back then.
I can see this being rage-inducing when on a PB bet and a paintball hits you, and it's like, well... back to reset.
Yeah. Also, one thing to keep in mind too is once you start hearing the slide whistle sound effect, that's because you're holding the run button for too long, and your character also starts to trip. If you gotta like let it go for a moment so that they won't fully fall down. DCC 2 also had that sort of thing going as well, but one thing about this game is that I know I can feel my controller start to vibrate when it's doing that, so it does make it a bit easier. Oh, that was annoying. Yeah, those moving platforms are a pain to do a slide jump off of, because it is possible to slide. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know what I was thinking with that one. It is possible to slide jump off of those, but like it's not easy. Thankfully, with this particular set of platforms, it's a challenge that requires you to just be aware of what platform's about to open up and then move along before they fall down. So naturally, it is like a little more controlled, if you will. Like, no matter what, as long as you start from the beginning, the cycle will always reset. So that's one good thing about that.
At least the checkpoints look fairly generous.
Yeah, it's like the developers of this game knew how to how to divide the courses pretty fairly, because they just wanted to make sure that players were able to get across. But there's also a mechanic that the category No Chicken applies to, which is, as you're noticing the loading screens happening, you might have noticed there's a function for the right shoulder button, and that's to chicken out of a level if you have failed at it a few times, or if you can also purposely spawn that prompt if you hit reset enough times. But because this is the No Chicken category, I cannot do that. That is completely banned, and there is a category called chicken, but let's just say it's not for the motion sick prone. I would I would just go as far as to say that much. Because there's
Yeah,
quite a bit of screen shaking or just screen motion when the game's trying to catch up with where your character is.
yeah. I was looking to once said maybe run Mirror's Edge at one point, and then I was like, I don't really want to deal with people in my chat complaining about motion sickness every 5 seconds. So I went like, nah.
I mean, that's what having a stream warning is all about. Like, you know, if you have the graphic for that stuff, you could get away with it. So I would say give it a go anyhow, but I know that's up to you. We can talk about that later, though. I'm always happy to help streamers with that sort of accommodation. But I don't know, we got some pretty simple stuff going in, and then some paintball cannons giving me some big-time grief. And then I'm just going to do a bunch of slide jumps. As I mentioned before, the community likes to have its runners like split into those who like to play the game with sliding and those without. And it's a very interesting challenge. I will definitely start trying to do some slideless runs at some point or another, but I follow my gut, and my gut tells me go with the game mechanic that feels the best. And I genuinely enjoy doing super jumps whenever I can pull those off with the slide. So, and yes, the official game mechanic does refer to jumping out of a slide as a super jump. So I just recently learned that because I never really paid attention to that particular tip box, but yeah, there you go. But Temp, I think I'd like to pass it on to you if you got any messages to say. So go right ahead.
I actually don't have any messages with respect to like donations or anything, but I do want to remind you all that we are currently trying to raise money for the Transgender Law Center. We are right now aiming for $1,000 by the end of tomorrow's Neopets the Darkest Fairy run. If we do that, Clagnarok is going to show us some cut content from that game. There is quite a bit. And we're well on our way there. We're at $800, which is well beyond our expectations. We are so excited. We also have the bid war open for Wu-Tang Shaolin style. You guys have raised like $360 or something for that incentive by now.
Amazing.
Keeping that open all event was definitely the right call. I believe right now I can actually look and see. I believe it is Method Man in the lead for that, but I can check real quick.
For those who don't know, I've mostly been putting my donations or whatever I've been able to contribute toward Master Killer.
Yeah, right now we're at $355 for Method Man and $192 for Master Killer. That last donation from Chris is a big dent. So if you want to see Master Killer, you had better get your bucks in. But that's all for me. I don't have anything to say other than that.
No worries, yeah. Absolutely. We're raising money for a wonderful cause. I know I gave my respects to a couple of transgender individuals with yesterday afternoon's fairy tale run. But I do generally want to say that I have had a lot of friends within the speedrunning and gaming community and just even the artist community, really. A bunch of like folks who are of the transgender folks out there. And I always have absolute respect for them just, you know, being able to do what they do every single day. Because, you know, trying to come to terms with who you are and trying to be the best person you want to be is not the easiest. I say that as somebody that has struggled constantly with my autism spectrum and just every constant challenge I have to go through. Like, I can say I've been through a lot of growth, and sometimes it also feels like I have also fallen back at times. So I naturally empathize with others and the challenges that they have to go through, knowing that we are all valid as human beings and we deserve a fair shot at being the best people we can be. So let's definitely raise as much money as we can for Transgender Law Center and trans rights.
Absolutely trans rights. I also want to say, as well, as someone who does a lot of horror speedruns as well, Astrid the Horror Girl has been absolutely wonderful. And
oh, for sure.
she's such a wonderful human being.
Oh yeah.
Just give her a quick shout out because she, again, absolutely amazing and really wonderful welcome for stuff. And I have yet to see anybody have any bad words to say about her. She's just such a nice person.
And if they have anything bad to say about her, they've got to go through me, because I ain't putting up with that for sure.
Yeah, same. Absolute wonderful human being.
For sure. And also, it is just absolutely incredible that we've made it to $800 by this point of the event. Like, considering how we had started doing charity license-a-thons as of last year, this is already an amazing pace. And Tristan, that was an incredibly generous donation coming from you. Seriously, I don't think any of us could have expected that at all. So thank you so much for that contribution. And yeah, I guess at this point, if Method Man really is the winner, I mean, hey, fair game. Fair game.
Still time to snipe it back, guys, girls, everyone in between. Loads of time to snipe it back.
To all you guys, gals, non-binary pals out there that want to get your favorite Wu-Tang in there, you've still got a bit of time. Just saying. I genuinely do appreciate the work that we've been recently doing, though. Just in general, like, License-a-thon is also I don't know if anybody knows, but I have been speedrunning since 2020, kind of like my friend Brandino59, and License-a-thon was the very first speedrunning event I ever volunteered for. This was around the time when I had yet to know the proper means of, like, getting to do a stream, or even a free stream for that matter, and it taught me a lot. Like, I tried speedrunning, streaming back in 2017, and the first thing I forgot is the first advice that I'd tell to anyone that's trying to get into speedrunning, and that is never rely on just the idea of live streaming just to get involved. You can easily do stuff offline. Like, offline recording is always valid, and also just
100%.
just understand what your specs are starting off, because not everybody's devices are going to be built the same. I currently run my live streams off of a HP Omen 16.1 laptop, which I am very blessed to have, but for the longest time, or for the longest while since like college, I've had a Surface Pro 4, which I still do, but that thing does not have the most powerful specs, and having had to stream, I realized that at that point it had to be 30 frames per second and 720p. So if you recall me doing License-a-thon 2020 restreaming at that point, you might recall that some of the runs were in 30 FPS, and that was why. So I admit that was a huge learning experience for me, but I am ever the more grateful for License-a-thon because of it, and super happy to still be involved as a staff to this day. So thanks, guys, for everything. You all really rock, and I genuinely am happy that we've been doing this as a charity event now.
That's what if anyone wants to try speedrunning something, you don't need to pick up the latest game with the highest spec. Grab an old DOS game. DOS box runs on
for sure.
Hardware, and you can just go to town. Like, most of my run catalog is. Hell, I run a text adventure game as a meme because it's fun. Just do whatever you think is fun.
Absolutely. And this is why I would recommend people to try Doritos Crash Course, because again, the game's free and you can play it on the most modern Xbox to this day. The fact that that Xbox, that Microsoft has not taken this game down and the devs have kept it up there is genuinely incredible. I just think that it is worth a try. And yeah, no, absolutely. I don't know how I flubbed that collision, but I knew my character was not going to make it up there.
And again, considering this game is free, the money you could have spent on buying a copy of this, you could actually donate towards the event. Just saying.
Very smart, very smart. I do want to mention, by the way, we are on the final 3 levels of The Last World, so time will be at the end of Japan 5. A shout out to Japan, by the way, one of my absolute favorite places in the world. I've always wanted to go there, and I'm wearing a Kodansha House to rep one of my favorite manga publishers, Kodansha Comics, because they have some incredible series like Sailor Moon, Attack on Titan, Fairy Tail, which I ran yesterday, and this shirt is celebrating Fire Force because last year's Kodansha House that they held in New York had a Atsushi Okubo, who is the creator of Soul Eater and Fire Force. So it was a very, very wonderful opportunity to catch a Q&A of Okubo Sensei, and I was genuinely blessed to just get to go to this event because I intended to back in 2024. Actually, no, I do think I did go in 2024. I think it was what am I trying to remember here at this point? But I do know that Kodansha House recently did have their first LA house, which was this year, and they did have the creator of Witch Hat Atelier as one of the guests, who was also present during the 2024 one. So, especially considering that now the anime is out, whereas at the time it was anticipated, I'm hoping it went really well for those who got to attend that, for real. And I did see one of my friends from the Fairy Tail cosplaying community did supposedly go and got to post a picture of some Fairy Tail character standees that were there, which was wonderful. Loved it.
I was going to say as well, someone who does runs themselves, the fact that you're able to give commentary and talk about other stuff while they're doing something this complicated with, I can't. You must see me running point and click games because I can just stop and concentrate on one thing if I ever get stuck. But be able to do something like this off the fly and give good commentary on it, that's hats off.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's not the easiest. I will admit I have gotten quite a few flubs from doing it this way. I mean, again, the Fairy Tail run, very good example of that. How many times am I going to refer to that run? Jeez, I swear I'm not doing it on purpose. Welcome to Muzakashi Wheel, though. This is the 4th stage and the second to last of Japan. And for those who don't know, Muzakashi is a word that usually means difficult or hard. Understandable, considering this level also has an actual little wheel obstacle near the end. So, yeah, we'll see how many times I fail from that obstacle in particular.
If I can interject real quick, it can also mean difficult as in like a difficult person or like problematic.
Oh, that's
like you can use it that way and like a difficult person to deal with, and I think that definitely describes this level. It's Yoku blocks.
Oh, no, that's fair, but like I admit that's also just part of it. Like, granted, those platforms are very much Yoku block similar, sure. Or akin to Yoku blocks, what am I saying? Adjacent? Yeah, adjacent, that's the word I was looking for. Ah, really? Unfortunately, like I said earlier, if I get crushed by one of those things, then... just when I went to the safe zone too. Okay, I'm gonna bait it out. Okay, that could be rough.
That first attempt was robbed, absolutely. Oh god.
Yeah, now we're starting to see the first prompt asking if I want to chicken out. I'm going to play it safe. I just really wanted to try and do the thing. What am I doing here? What am I doing at all? And those trampolines, I did neglect to mention that if you hit the center of them, you bounce higher, but if you hit the edge of them, it's just a short hop. And sometimes I do that intentionally. There is, like, so if you're trying to do some really optimized level gameplay here, it is a bit more favorable sometimes to just bounce off the side, like as compared to the center target. Okay, here we go. Oh, I should not have slid. I should not have slid. I don't know how it is that I think you can get away with sliding off of that somehow and still making that work. But yeah, I am not having the best time right now.
I can see why this was definitely the accumulation. Oh, that was it.
Good grief. Yeah, now you can see why there's a Japan Easy in the DLC. So yeah, this is the wheel. You've noticed throughout the game that the conveyor belts have two different color groups. One is the one that fits the theme of the world that we're in, while the other is this red and blue arrowed one that goes considerably faster. And I want to be very mindful as well of the direction that the conveyor belts are going, because that one of those is meant to trick you. Thankfully, it's not a fast conveyor belt, so you know, it is helpful in that regard. But yeah, time will be on the final goal, by the way, because here we are with Get Carter. Not sure what that's supposed to refer to, but we'll roll with it. I sometimes like to think maybe it was the names of one of the people that worked on the game.
Yeah, because Get Carter's a British gangster movie, isn't it? So, or the Sylvester Stallone remake, if you
Possibly.
really fancy treating yourself to something awful.
All right, just gonna take a little bit of serious time on this one. Temp, if you want to get any final words in right now, I'll give the mic to you.
I'm afraid there's nothing for me to shout out at the moment, other than our fantastic charity, the Transgender Law Center.
Yes.
I thought you had that.
I guess we could quickly talk about the gear that my avatar is wearing, by the way, because at that point I had made, like, when I chose this outfit for him, it was meant to be sort of like a meme outfit, because I was using a lot of game earned accessories, because if anybody remembers the Xbox 360, you could earn certain accessories from certain games. Gosh dang it. And it was something like achievements, but it was also a thing of its own. And so I got one of the Halo Reach helmets on him. I've got a Sonic Free Riders t-shirt, because Kinect Games also had that as well. And then it's hard to identify, but my character is wearing a watch from Minecraft. Hey, there's the umbrella. That's right. I forgot to just let my guy fall. Yes, that was what I was supposed to do. I literally tried to study this when I was practicing. And time.
GG. Well done.
Thank you. Thank you.
That was rough.
Yeah.
For me, I would not be able to run this without dedicating hours and hours into it, into even beginning it.
And that's why most people like to do ILs or even individual worlds as their category of choice. That it makes sense. I got to give it up to my Xbox gamer friend Jolly Rancher 101 there, who somehow was able to get within the get below the 10,000s as the global leaderboard positioning, because that is pretty incredible. But yeah, that is the no chicken category, and I do want to remind folks that this game does have DLC, so I do not currently have any upcoming events that will have this game making a return, but I, again, want to make sure that I can show off the DLC, get to do the run, or it as a run, at some point soon. So if you'd like to check me out, because this is my final run of the event, my name is TempestMask1000 here on Twitch as well as YouTube, and feel free to catch me on my social medias. I've got a website under my full name, stephencoletti.card.co, which can lead you to the different links that I have attached to there, because I'm also trying to be a voice actor. And although the microphone that I'm using is not my professional equipment, it is the next best thing I have had, because I do apologize to those that watched our schedule reveal stream and I never realized that my microphone was crackling because of my XLR interface. Gee whiz. So
You're all good. Don't worry about it.
appreciate
Everyone
it,
had
Temp.
forgotten.
Everyone did forget somehow. We just rolled with it. We just rolled with it. It was
fine.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah,
That was a great run.
Absolutely. I will say I will be still behind the scenes with the rest of the event, so catch me later tonight, because you might be hearing me doing a little bit of hosting today and tomorrow. But
In
for
about
now,
20
I'll
minutes, I think.
yeah, there you go. So back to you guys. Thanks for having me, and until we next meet, ciao, Michi.